Hi, I'm Susan Evans from susanevans.org, and today we have a best of the school year to share with you the highlights of the curriculum that we liked over the past school year for homeschooling, and also field trips or anything else that worked for us for the past school year. So I am currently homeschooling a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old, and we use teaching textbooks for math. So we have enjoyed that program, especially for the older grades, because it does not require the homeschool parent to be teaching it, because it's taught on computer disks and online. So we have enjoyed doing those. Using teaching textbooks, but also so my son is doing physics and finishing up all of his physics, and we have enjoyed using Apologia for high school for him. And for my daughter, we used master books for astronomy, and I have a different video that's an unboxing video for our astronomy that I showed you all the books for astronomy. My favorite of them was the Stargazer's Guide to the Night Sky. What I really enjoyed about this was the fact that we were able to understand all the different aspects of outer space, just gorgeous pictures, the constellations, how to find different objects in the night sky. So this is a book that I will be keeping for the rest of our lives, because we do like doing astronomy, going out and looking through telescopes at different areas, and there are galaxies and all kinds of things in this book that that they tell you where to find it, like in which constellation and how far away, and then to point it in that direction. And so that's really exciting. Some of the field trips that we did for astronomy was to go stargazing with the Astronomical Society in our local area. So they had expensive telescopes and equipment that we were able to see the rings on Saturn and the moons of Jupiter and different constellations in the night sky. So that was fun. We saw a real spacesuit that had been used for real in a workshop at a local library. We also saw sunspots. Well, we didn't see sunspots. We saw the sun during the day through the telescope where we were looking for sunspots. And then we went to a planetarium and all sorts of different things. So I was just looking around to see what types of field trips to do for astronomy. So that was fun. And that worked in our homeschool. We were very excited about the different things that we were able to see in the night sky and understand about the moon and all kinds of things. So another thing that we did that we enjoyed thoroughly was geography, and we did a binder. We decorated a binder, and each page was a different country, and so we did it like scrapbook style. And so my daughter watched a video about that country, and then she did a short paragraph about each country, and she colored a map of each country. And so it felt like we traveled around the world together. And one of the field trips that we took for geography was Canada. And so I traveled with my mom and my daughter to Canada. And so that was a field trip that we filmed different things that we did for the Canada unit study, which is in my unit study treasure vault. And so that was really an exciting trip to see a different country. And we also did a puzzle of the world, and this puzzle has each country is a different puzzle piece. And so our whole family put that together. And it's interesting because we did it during the world crisis recently, that that in the news, different countries being closed down in their homes, everyone in their homes, and so it's exciting when you know something about those different countries. And so it was current events were tied in to our study of geography as well. One of the other highlights, and probably my favorite of the things that we did this year that worked for us, was the psychology curriculum that we used, and it was by 7 sisters, and we did a whole series of YouTube videos of all the hands-on things that we were learning about psychology. So that was the biggest highlight for us, that we enjoyed the most. My daughter also learned about early childhood, and my son was doing a lot of piano and computer programming and a lot of other things that he was pursuing on his own, which was really fun for him. So we had a really good school year this year. So those are just some of the highlights. We also, in the month of January, we went to a Norman Rockwell art exhibit at our local museum. And so just to understand the culture of all across time, a lot of political things in our culture in the United States have changed over time. So Norman Rockwell's pictures of like Life magazine were beautiful, and we looked at the originals, and it was fantastic, the amount of detail that was in that display. So let's see what else. Yeah, this has been a really fun school year, and so don't be afraid to teach high school. It is really exciting when teens are able to get together even with other teens for fun things that they're doing in church and different things like that. They socialize plenty, and even having people come over to your home and have them hang out. And so some of the highlights of my teens are spending time with friends as well, which has been a little bit hard during the time that we have been not allowed to leave our homes during the past couple of months. But we have had a really good amount of time as a family, taking walks, and I guess that would count for PE, and deep discussions that we've had as a family during this time as the conclusion of our school year. So I'm Susan Evans from susanevans.org. Thanks for watching our best of the school year. If you want to see all the other videos from this playlist from other homeschool moms who are talking about the best of their school year, go ahead and take a look under this video. Thanks for watching.